So, Word of Crota, it's pretty good. In PvE, it's probably the best Void Legendary in the game, with the Hankanen buff this season. 180s are actually fairly usable, and Word of Crota has basically every perk you could ask for bar Pugilist. You've got Demo, Repulsor Brace, Dragonfly, and Subsistence in the third column, and literally all but one perk in the fourth column is good, as they're all damage perks. The one mid perk, being the stabilizing round, still kind of has a place, and because of how absolutely stacked this gun is, it'll basically just fit into any Void build in the game. My main use for it will mainly be on Void Hunter with Repulsor Brace and Precision Instrument, but you could also use Sword Logic, Frenzy, or maybe Focus Fury. As you'll mainly want to hit headshots, it'll probably be good, especially with Subsistence. If you're not using Gyro Falcon's Hunter or a Void build that utilizes debuffs, I'd probably swap out for Repulsor Brace for Subsistence. Dragonfly is also an option, and there's Enlightened Action, which can very quickly max out your reload and handling. You basically can't go wrong in it, is what I'm saying. Unless you use Rangefinder or Killing Wind, then you're kind of just wrong. Like, completely. Now in PvP, it's worse than Posterity stat-wise, having 8 less range, 3 less stability, less AE, and less aim assist. However, unlike Posterity, Crota of Crota has a better damage perk and the new Always the Same recoil that was added to this season's guns, which makes it the first 180 hand cannon to actually feel good on keyboard and mouse. So, damage perk. Sword Logic will give you a 20% damage boost for 5.5 seconds upon killing someone, which will allow you to 2-head one body up to tier 5, and then 3-head at all resolve. And that's pretty good to say it's basically kill clip, except you don't need to reload and it lasts a pretty long time. On Posterity though, your main option is Rampage, that gives you a 15% damage increase for 4.5 seconds after getting your kill, which then allows you to free tap up to tier 8. Then after 2 kills, it gives you a 21% increase for the same amount of time after getting 2 kills. That then allows you to free tap a wall resolve and to head one body up to tier 6. Which basically just means Sword Logic is better, as you only need 1 kill and have an extra second of time, which can be very important in the current state of PvP. And makes your damage perk last the same amount of time as Killing Wind, which will be your best third column perk, as it'll bring both hand cannons to 180 hand cannon range at 36.6 on Word of Crota and 37.8 on Posterity. So by using Word of Crota, all you're sacrificing is slightly less stats for arguably a far better gun, which has far better killing potential, which is basically what a 180 hand cannon needs to compete in the current game. As normally basically every mid-range gun will out-TTK it and do it easier, but because of how stacked its hand cannon is, it's actually a pretty good gun. Then there's the recoil, which I think definitely makes a difference on it, because despite having lower stability than Posterity, which you think would make a difference, it actually feels far better and more consistent. Which then made me want to test it, which I then found out that Word of Crota has basically the same recoil as a 100 stability Posterity, which is pretty good. Also, the sights on Word of Crota is significantly better than Posterity's, just because it's significantly cleaner. So yeah, that's actually all I have to say really. It's a good gun, I recommend using it. And yeah, like, sub, comments, probably Yorm's Claw or Destiny 3 video next. And adios.